The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
The good news is, guys, we've tracked her down, Natalie Imbruglia. She's on the line now. This is exciting, Fitz.
We are very, very excited, though, because I can't wait with this Sleep Sound podcast, and we get to hear your magnificent voice as well, Nat. How did this come about?
What, though? I had a bit of a panic because I thought, I'll just go back and have a little listen to other people's.
Yeah.
And I went straight to Jamie Dornan's, Bob's.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, he's talking really sultry and soft, and I don't think that I was, because I was reciting poetry.
Yeah.
And then I had this panic that perhaps it's not going to be very sleepy. So,
But I mean,
fingers crossed.
Jamie's from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he would know how to lower the voice nicely, but I hope he's not making it sound sexual.
Yes, I haven't
in any
made
way.
a film like that.
No.
Yes.
About
So I haven't needed to do that.
Oh, hang on, Ramsey
But I
Street
have to
was pretty hot
say,
and steamy.
So you became are you being self-conscious then about whether you were going to be able to deliver what they were hoping for?
well, you'll appreciate this as an actress, right? So it's some of the sleep sounds is people kind of describing environments. But I was reading poetry and I got there and I was like, oh, I can't ruin this. This is prose. Like, I have to get this right.
Did you do that with songwriting? I know Michael Hutchins used to do that. So he would write down poems and then he would combine those poems for his songs, Nat. Do you do that with your songwriting sometimes?
You mean his own poems?
Yes, his own poems and just put them together, and then the Farris brothers would find music for it, and that's how quickly it would come together. But he always just used to jot stuff down that just came to his head.
You know the problem with that? I didn't have the Farris brothers.
Yeah.
So
where were they?
I would write things down and I'd go to a writing session. And the problem for me with doing it that way is you're trying to make the music fit the timing of something you've written.
Yes.
So over the years, I turn up with nothing and I chat. We talk for half a day.
Yep.
And we just kind of dive into each other's mind, whoever I'm writing with. And then the song writes itself. And the music is the music guides it for me. So that the music will give me images, and then I'll write this. I'll see something, or something we've been speaking about goes into the song, and it's much more liberating and it's much more free.
Are you doing any of that of late? We did hear something about you heading into a studio. Were you in Byron and you kind of locked yourself away and there is new music? Are you doing some writing?
Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun.
Great.
Yes, I'm working on new music. I'm experimenting. I'm loving it. So I'm really excited about that.
There was also
I've got a live album coming out.
Yeah. Is that the first album? Left in the middle?
Left of
Left
the middle.
of the middle.
Yeah, Left of the Middle.
That was really cute. Left in the middle. Sometimes you might get left in the middle. You might not be left of the middle.
Left, right, out.
Be left to the right of the middle.
Anywhere, somewhere
Be in the
around
centre
the
of
Stuck in the middle
in the
with
centre of
you?
a circle.
Stuck in the middle with you. This is song.
roughly in there.
Mate, we need to write a song.
We do.
It's on.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you ahead of being able to have a chat today, and I guess we have had very different careers, but we started in the same little place of a Aussie series, drama series. What do you kind of wish you'd known then, or what do you wish someone had taken you under their wing and said, okay, Nat, woo up, this is what you need to know?
I wouldn't change any of it. The one thing I would change was nobody told me where to sign on and sign off to get paid. It would have been good to know that.
Sure.
Yeah,
So-
I was about to say.
about 3 weeks in, and I was like, oh, nobody told me I've got to sign here and sign there. So that's funny. But
was that the same with your first record deal, Nat? Do you look back and go, oh, bit ripped off there? Is that what it's like when you first get into the industry?
I don't regret any of it.
Yep.
I feel like people are a little bit too precious, and I think that I'm from a generation of those are the things that made me so strong.
Yeah.
Even the things where the exploitative side of it, and every interview was like, do you think you got this far because of the way that you look? I don't regret any of it. Like, people need to just be a little bit more hard-wearing, I think, and just recognise that those are the things that make you make decisions of I am not going to let that happen again. So it's like just use it.
Yeah, and because what you're also saying too is you're controlling how you react to these situations. So you're giving yourself the power, aren't you, by going, well, this is what happened. There was some good, there was some bad, but here's how I take it on board.
Yeah, I mean, look, the first song I released, was so mega that that could have been something I decided as a negative.
Yeah.
But, I made a decision to fall in love with it and never let that, the thing that changed my life in a positive way be a bad thing. So
well, we had Torn Thursdays there for a while where we got the
Lots
listeners
of
to
singing.
ring in and they were just.
I remember
Did you?
that.
Yeah,
it
we
was
told
huge.
you about that. So people would just ring in when they're stuck in traffic, and then we'd go, "Okay, Jenny from Penrith, over to you," and then she would continue the lyrics to Torn, and everyone would get excited for the weekend.
So good.
So good.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll have to do that
It's-
when you re-released Left in the Middle, Nat.
Left somewhere around the middle.
Left of the corner of the street.
Yeah, exactly. Where the hell am I? By
Well,
Nat
Natalie-
Oh,
Imbruglia.
that's funny.
Natalie Imbruglia, you know what? You are more relevant today than you've ever been, and that says a lot. You've been in the industry for a long time, but you know what? People still talk about you and that song and your acting career and everything. And now we're talking about you, reciting poems to us to go to sleep.
love that.
The Audible original podcast, Sleep Sound, is with Natalie Imbruglia. You can get it now on Audible, but we know how busy you are and how late it is over there. So thanks for your time, Nat.
Well, thanks for the giggle. You guys are great.
Thank you, Nat.
It's nice to chat.
Make sure you come in when you're in town.
I will.
right.
Lots of love.
Pleasure to
Thanks,
chat.
Nat.
Bye-bye.
Love Nat.
Big names keep rolling.
Nat, you still there?
Nat. Nat.
And
just
I
gone,
don't
guys.
want her to leave.
Where'd she go?
I think I'm in love with her.
Me too.
Nat,
No, she's
Nat,
gone.
you there?
No, I'm saying she's left. She's hung up the line.
She's gone. She's
hello.
going to bed.
Hello.
No.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.